Hello, Chamber members. Today we're here to talk about work and talent with Christian Burney with Magee Resource Group. They do executive searches here in Shreveport, and they do more globally, but Christian can talk about that later. So we really want to focus on this new buzzword. I say new, but it seems like that's the word now, talent. So can you tell us just what is talent?
Yeah, talent is simply the workforce available in any given community.
Right. So really we're talking workforce development. So in Shreveport-Bossier, I think there's kind of a thought or a chatter that maybe we don't have a good talent pool, or maybe not the right talent pool. There's holes there, but I think probably there's challenges and successes here that you could kind of key us in on.
Yeah, I think there's some truth to that. There is a talent gap to some extent in this market, but I also think that one of the things that we struggle with as a community is the communication, particularly the communication between companies and candidates. We talk to a lot of people who are graduating or recently graduated and who would love to stay in the Shreveport-Bossier area. But because that we do a poor job of marketing what's available around here, that they end up moving to Dallas or Houston or wherever it might be. And so I think initially it starts with companies in the area really defining what it is that they're looking for, and then be able to market that properly so that the talent that we are producing can see what's available around this area.
Gotcha. So the key is to know exactly what you need, and then to be able to use channels, marketing channels, social media now, to actually put out the information to say, here's what we do in a general terms, but then also when you're looking for someone, here's exactly what
we're looking
need.
for. That's right. And I think it starts internally, understanding exactly what it is we need, whether it's in the IT field or whatever field it might be, that our person who is going to be marketing that, whether it's our HR person or whoever it is, that they can go out with the right information. So internally we need to know exactly what we are looking for, because if we don't know internally, then it's hard for us to externally promote what exactly we need and what we're looking for. So I think that's where the communication breakdown sometimes starts, and then it kind of snowballs from there.
So getting your name out there is also would be a good way to start breaking down that communication barrier, right? Because then you're letting people know you're here and what you do before they're even looking for the job.
That's exactly right. Yeah, when you're just reliant upon whether it's social media or whether it's one of the job boards nowadays, you're really reliant upon someone finding you versus being active and going out and finding the right person.
Yeah, I like it. Be proactive. So we've talked about there is a lot of good talent here, right?
Right.
And so certain companies are not really having trouble at all finding available talent, and then others do. So really we just need to communicate better. But can you tell us how our higher education institutions are doing producing the talent we need for our area?
Yeah, I think when we look at it from an overall perspective, because we recruit nationally, and so we see a lot of different communities and how they do things, and I would say that this area does a really good job from a community perspective when it comes to higher education and the companies in the area, kind of talking and seeing what is it we need and how can we produce that talent. I think the challenge comes in is that particularly in the IT space, it changes so often. There's new certifications, there's just new things that come up all the time. And so there needs to be a consistent communication that what's important this year might not be important in 3 years. It might be cybersecurity now, and it might be artificial intelligence in 5 years. So that continuous communication between the companies locally and our higher education locally that can work together to really make sure that not only are we producing the right talent, but we're keeping them in this area.
Yes, so we're doing a good job of communicating what we need and how to get that talent for these IT and cyber jobs now, but what we need to pay attention to is we need to do that across multiple fields, right?
That's right. Across many different avenues, and really being able to partner together, because at the end of the day, that's really, when you look at communities that do a great job of keeping their homegrown talent, if you will, in the area, they do a great job of working together and understanding that if we win as a community, then we all just continue to gain from that. So
yes, and that is what we want. We always want to win as a community. That's a great way to put it. So it's all about communication and then partnerships, it sounds like.
That's right.
Are two keys to a great talent pool. Well, Christian is going to be speaking at the Tech by 20 Symposium, which is part of our Innovation North Louisiana Week. You can get tickets for that. We'll drop the link below. But this is a great opportunity to hear more from Christian about our talent pool, locally and in specific areas for the tech field. But we'll bring him back and we can talk more about talent again later. But if you have any questions, drop them below and we'll get them over to Christian and see if we can start a good dialogue about talent here and just growing a great talent pool for our future.
That's right. And one of the things I did want to add is that at the symposium you mentioned a minute ago, one of the topics is going to be talent, and the goal is that we all come out of that with some things that we can actually implement. Not just let's get together and talk about what the challenges are, but what things can we implement as a group that can help to grow and maintain our talent pool locally.
Oh, I'll be looking forward to that. Those will be action steps for us.
That's right.
Perfect. Thank you, Christian.
Thank you.